Hi there, welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Please make sure that you have paper out and a pen or a pencil. You may want to take some notes today. No, it's not we're starting a new essay or anything like that. No, that's not the case. But we are going to have a test. Yes, a test, folks. You heard correctly. A test. Now, the test will not be next class period. It will be the period after. Okay? So understand, you've got between now and then to prepare for the test. So we're going to have a brief review. Now, if you're wondering, the test over what? Well, here we go. So make sure you have your paper out. Let me give you a few seconds here. Okay. So write this down. And anything that you hear and you're going, ooh, I better write that. Take notes. Yes, indeed. Then, of course, you do have videos so that you may want to listen to again and watch again. So your test will be over Tellez and Achebe and their stories. Lather and nothing else. And marriage is a private affair. Okay? So, yes, this is the test, so to speak. This is the material for the test. Nothing else. You don't have to worry about any other writer, any other story, or a poem or anything like that. One of those days, yeah, got it. Just these two. Okay? Everyone understand? So we're going to have a brief review over the material. We'll start with the writers. Everyone got that? Okay. Let's do this. First, I want to make sure that you understand. For this test, folks, I want you to be prepared to share some information, yes, about Tellez and Achebe. In other words, about the writers. Not just to show me that you understood the stories and so on and so on and so on. Okay, but I need you to know some information about the two writers. Which leads me to the following. This is not a research project. I don't want you to spend between today and the day we have the test, which again is not going to be next period. So remember that. So you have got one extra period, okay? I don't want you spending time researching information. Instead, look at the notes that you took. Now, if you're sitting going, oh, Ms. Faust, I didn't take any notes. Go back and find the videos on Tellez and Achebe. Watch them again, listen to them again, and this time write down notes about the two individuals, okay? It's not a research project. I don't want you researching the information. I want you to know what I shared with you on those days. Okay, does everyone understand? Okay, good. Glad we got that cleared up. Okay, let's start with Tellez. I'm looking at my board to stay on track. Otherwise, I'll do Achebe first and we'll go, wait a minute. Okay. When we think about Tellez, we can think about a writer who basically focuses on more history, okay, of his own country, namely Colombia, okay? So that is his focus. He focuses on the fact that in his homeland, there were many skirmishes, many battles, many wars, and the like. That is the history of his country. So when he writes his stories, as we saw with Lather and Nothing Else, that carries over, doesn't it? It spills over into his work. So make sure you understand that. Okay? All right. That's Tellez for us. Very historical. When we think about Achebe, we're going from Colombia all the way over to Nigeria. We're dealing with a man who is considered, again, the patriarch of the African novel. Be sure you understand that. He is the patriarch. In other words, the father of the African novel. Okay? All right. When we look at works coming out of nations in, African nations and the like, you're looking at works that quite often may have been influenced by his novels. So again, patriarch of the African novel. And he is known for his very first one, things fall apart. Dealing again with tribes. Remember, he is from a tribe himself, the Igbo. Or in the story, it's IBO, but the other version of it is IGBO. So be aware, it's the same tribe. Okay? So he is of a tribe in Nigeria. So he knows exactly how they function, what their thinking is, their cultures, their traditions. And that does spill over into things fall apart, dealing with the country, with the tribes, and the like. Also, with his works, you will see the fact that England at one point had control over the country. Okay, so you have colonialism, which he was not exactly in favor of. He was not in favor of it. Okay. So his works will deal with that too. The fact that his own country is controlled by another nation. A nation that does not know the way these people think. Does not know their traditions, their cultures. That's looking from the outside in and is going, what? Okay. And you might see a little bit of that in Marriage is a Private Affair. Okay. Hopefully this time around you got some notes here. Okay. Let's look at Tellez's Lather and Nothing Else. Title tells you a lot, doesn't it? Obviously we're dealing with a barbershop. And again, think about his own history, Tellez's own history in Colombia, the battles, the skirmishes, the wars, the fights between government and revolutionaries or rebels, if you prefer, and the average everyday person on the street. The fighting between the two entities. So you have that in his story, where you have Captain Torres, who represents the government, and then you have the barber, who over here represents the revolutionaries or rebels. Okay? He's not exactly, when you think about it, like a full-fledged. He's not out there killing government officials, which are the military. Okay? It's the military. You know, the government says, okay, we have a bunch of rebels over in this and this and this part of the country. Captain Torres, we need you to take your men. Psh, take care of that. Off we go. Okay? And he sort of prides himself on the ways he takes care of the issues. Okay. So he's not, going back to the barber, we don't know his name, which in a sense Tellez is saying that it doesn't really matter. The focus is not on, is his name this or is it his name that? It does not matter. It's on the fact of the conflict that he's having with himself and in a way with the captain. Because he's thinking, oh my gosh, here's a captain. Oh, does he know? And as I was trying to say before, he's not a killer. And he mentions that throughout. You know, in his little interior monologues, you know, when writers have a character who basically talks to himself, you can hear what he's thinking in his head. And so you get the idea that he prides himself on the way he can do his haircuts, his shaves, and the like. He's a wonderful barber. He's just wonderful. Doesn't make mistakes. Okay, doesn't nick it. You know, the person walks out with a bunch of tissues stuffed in all. People are going, what is that? Yeah, I went to the barber and got a little, you know. Okay, it's not like that for him. Okay, because he prides himself on doing a really great job. And he sees himself not as a murderer. But he does side with the revolutionaries in a sense that he tells them, hey, you know, Captain Torres is on the move. He's found a few, so you guys better move on and keep going, or else you're going to be killed, so on and so on. So he is like an informant. Okay. So you have the conflict here. He's so worried, he's stressing out, he's sweating buckets, and the Captain Torres, who doesn't even have his gun on him because it's hanging there. Tradition over in their barbershops, you hang up your holster there, and you sit down, and you're just he's defenseless, which means the barber could just easily kill him. And the revolutionaries would think, do it. But he thinks about that. Yeah, that would be a great thing to do. It would be an easy thing to do, but he's defenseless, which would make me a coward. the man is defenseless in the seat, and I can nick him and then he bleeds to death. Oh, that's a cowardly act. I can't do that. Okay. And of course, the revolutionaries, the rebels would say, hey, it's great that he's dead. You did a wonderful, you did a service for us. He's gone. Well, you forgot. The government can easily replace him. And we never realized till the end that Taurus is, he's been a little nervous. He doesn't show it because, after all, he's a man of steel, so to speak. He's able to kill people and talk about it and laugh about it and joke about it and all this. Okay. So again, he's telling the barber, hey, I'm on the move. We come tonight. You guys see what we've got planned today. This is going to be a great one today. And it's until the end that we realize, wow, it's so ironic, isn't it? That barber wasn't the only one that was nervous. It was also the captain. He's very human, the captain. Yeah, he goes out and kills, but he's just as human as the barber. He has nerves. He's nervous. He's sweating. He's defenseless. He could easily be killed. But as he turns around and says, hey, I know how it is. It's not easy to kill. I know how it is. We find out, wow, there were two people that were nervous. Okay. Marriage is a private affair. Definitely. As the title says, it is a private affair. Okeke has an issue, the father, with his son marrying Nene, right? So his son, picked a woman. He picked the woman. Because it's a tradition in the Igbo tribe that the parent picks. Now notice, Achebe does not include the mother. We have no idea. Which means, in Achebe's world, it doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it. She's not important. It's the man. The male is important. Okay? So yes, the parents pick the wife. And she's got to be very Christian, very domestic, part of the tribe. And he picked someone for her. Okay? He did. He picked a woman that actually the son knew, and she used to beat him up, so to speak, when they were younger in school. It's like, I don't know if I want to marry her. Besides, I don't love her. Well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to love her. But no, he wants someone that he loves. And she's from the city, Lagos. Oh my gosh. So you got the tribe fighting the city, so to speak. Lagos versus the tribe. The tribe is in the past, folks. Tradition, customs are important, but they're in the past. Notice, and you will even find that today, people will say, in African nations, in many of the tribes, the young move because there's nothing available for them. What are they supposed to do? Live in a little house that's falling apart and heave ho the buckets of water every morning and that kind of thing. It's an old world. You got to move on. So they go to the cities. It's very modern. But the tribe and the modern, and if that keeps going, and you can see that in Okeke, he's all about tradition. He's tribe. Lagos is modern. Nene is part of that. And the son is moving toward that. It's not that he's forgotten the tribe, but he's becoming, becoming older. He's probably serving in the military and the like, which is not there in the village. Okay? He's shifting that way. But he still understands the tribe, but he's got to move with the times. But if that keeps going, then the tribe will die out. And, well, you've got to pick a woman that was picked by me. That's the woman you're going to have. She's got to be Christian, and she cannot be teaching. All things that, women don't teach here. And she's not of the tribe. Not good. So yes, he swears he'll never meet her, and he doesn't. 8 years pass. He rarely, he even says goodbye to his son. He rarely sees his son. 2 or 3 times, yes, he has to ask for permission, the son, so that while he's on leave that he can stay overnight. Because the father can't deal with it. And the others in the tribe, they agree with him. We don't do that. You've got the tribe versus the modern world fighting society. They're fighting each other, clashing. Okay? So, his son is going that way. Okeke is staying this way. And, when you look at them, they're both stubborn. The son wants to do his thing. Okeke wants his thing. And she's in the middle. And even notice, Nene is very respectful of her father-in-law. She never meets him. Yes, it's sad. She does shed a tear or 2 or 3 down the road, with the pictures. And she's cut out of the picture, the wedding picture. He just goes, and just leaves his son. Oh, that's great when the son married himself. Okay? So yes, she's crying. She cries. But she respects him. Okay, that's his decision. That's fine. She doesn't say anything bad about it. She doesn't tell her husband, no, you can't see him. He doesn't want to see me. He's not going to see you either. And at the end, when he realizes and he finds out, wow, I have 2 grandsons. And look, I'm getting older. 8 years have passed. He's not a young man. So full of imagery at the end. Achebe sprinkles it. You can see the kids outside in the rain, probably knocking, going, Grandpa, Grandpa, let us in. And he's going, what did I do? What did I do? So he's full of remorse, because he may never see them. Forget about the daughter-in-law. She even says in her note, I won't come, but they would like to see you, and your son will bring them. Okay? He will bring them, but don't worry, you won't be seeing me. Yeah, he misses out on this opportunity because he can't get past that stubbornness of himself, that he has. He's just so stubborn, full of remorse at the end, because he realizes that he might be gone tomorrow, and he'll never have seen his grandkids. All right. Any questions about the stories or about the writers? If you do come up with a question, you're confused about something, it doesn't matter which story, or both, or whatever, let me know. But you've got between now and test time to prepare. Here's your assignment. Yes, there's an assignment. It goes along with preparing. So please don't come unprepared on the day of the test. Okay? Here, I want you to copy and answer. What makes these 2 stories so powerful? What makes Louder and Nothing Else and Marriage is a Private Affair? Again, whose business, when you think about it, according to Achebe, is this marriage? Yeah, it's the son. I would call him N, because I don't want to butcher the poor man's name. It's N and Nene. That's their concern. Not Okeke's, is it? According to Achebe. It is truly private. Okay. So, Louder, Nothing Else, and Marriage is a Private Affair. Why are these stories so powerful? Think about what they're all about. What is the meaning of each story? Why are they so powerful? Think about what they're telling us about tribe versus city, about humanity. Okay? So what makes them so powerful? Okay? Here's your daily question. What is your favorite thing to do for fun? So, folks, what do you like to do for fun? What is your favorite thing to do for fun? Do you like to read a book, go skiing, horseback riding, watch TV, go to the movies, go to concerts, go to a restaurant for fun? Okay? So, for today, your assignment. This is it. Let's add, prepare yourself for the test. Tellez and Achebe and their stories. Again, if there's questions, please contact me. Otherwise, everything is due today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Till next time, bye-bye.